So this is the arc that we saw. All right. Now this is it. This is the arc that we saw on Euro JPY. So for long-term traders, if you're a long-term trader, all right, if you're a long-term trader, you can enter a buy on Euro JPY. Do you understand? You can go ahead and enter a buy from any of these levels. All right. You can start entering your buy on Euro JPY actually. Euro JPY, you can go ahead and buy from any of these regions. And then your take profit is all the way. Do you understand? This particular trade, you can actually take it up from the current market price where it is, and then all right. So all these points are your entry positions. Do you understand? So you can actually set up the trade from this point where the market is currently. All right, from this point, from this region, all the way to price 149.967. That should be your take profit. Do you understand? And this kind of trade, if you want to set up a stop loss, now let your stop loss be at price 146.958. Now look at your risk to reward ratio. It is so small compared to any other instrument. So all this way from this point, from this region, are your buy. You can start buying from where it is. Even if price gets to price 147.534, you can still buy. So you can even buy. You can buy from here. You can buy all anywhere inside here. So you can actually start buying your USD/JPY because it's heading up. Look at this arc. Look at this arc. It's a perfect entry position for anybody that wants to buy, and it's going to be a very long buy. And then these are for long-term traders. These are for long-term traders. I know we're mostly going to be dealing on scalping, but I saw this setup yesterday evening, and I said I'm going to share it with you today. Now there's another one. It hasn't finished. Look at you this particular instrument. Look at this one is USD/JPY also. Remember the first one was Euro JPY, and this one is USD/JPY. USD/JPY also you can also buy. Do you understand? You can buy anywhere around. All right. I actually took my own trade from since morning, and where I'm taking my profit. This particular instrument, where I'm taking my profit on it, is all the way up to this point, 136.162. It is getting there. All right. Look at the arc. Look at the perfect. It started from here, got to this point, and then came back exactly that same point. All right. Even though it didn't hit that same level, but then that is it. It is going all the way up. This is the perfect arc we're looking out for. So the next thing we're going to be seeing is a trend just like this one. Now, this is what we're expecting next. Do you understand? Oh, that is the arc we're talking about. So it is a perfect buy for any or either of them. All right. Now, this particular one didn't exactly give us that. It didn't end to this point, but still, it is still a very good position for anybody to buy. But the one I'm giving you the exact entries, you can start buying now, is Euro JPY. You can start buying now, and USD/JPY also. You can also start buying now. I know the market is, of course, having a little bit of a retracement because of the fundamental that happened, but on a general long-term trend, this one is only going to be covering up the volatility that happened just a few minutes ago, and it's just going to be a very short sell, but it's actually going to be buying. So if you're a long-term trader, you already know what I'm talking about. You should have started entering your trade. Do you understand? You should have started entering your trade on this particular instrument. Okay, so now let's look at, okay, great, Euro USD. Now, the FOMC, the NFP was a very interesting news that came out. It's a very interesting news. And the effect of the news is beginning to wear off. So the market is going to be retracing. So this is actually the retracement point. So do not sell Euro USD again, but rather you're buying it. Don't sell Euro USD again, but rather you're buying it. So we're buying right now. We're buying to recover the trend that has already happened. So for Euro USD, I'm going in for a buy. I'm going in for a buy on Euro USD. But then let me just go to 5 minutes time frame, since we're going to be using 5 minutes time frame. Okay, great. Still, it's going to be a buy. And then I will consider taking my profits when price gets to, before this stone cold support at price 1.10048. So that's where I'm going to be taking my profits from. All right. Do you understand? So that's where I'm going to be taking my profit. That is a price 1.10048. So I am buying this particular instrument, which is a Euro USD. I'm buying Euro USD. And I told you that the reason for this buy is because of after this particular kind of big volatility, The market always recover some of the losses. The market always recovers some of the losses. So I'm going to actually be trading the reversal point. I'm going to be trading the reversal point. So I am buying. All right. So now remember, that is not even the reason why I'm talking about this one. If that is the case, then I'm supposed to be selling this one. But I said the general trend of this particular one, this is for long-term traders, people that really want to make money from USJPY. So this one is a long-term buy signal. Is a long-term buy signal that you can actually take advantage of. All right. Do you understand? And even what is it called? Look at notification from my USDJPY news saying that what is it called? Currently, US JPY is actually on a buy also. US dollars is buying against Japanese yen, and of course, it's actually making us some really good money already. That is my strength indicator I've just got. And oh, great! This particular one, I should have started up with this one, but this particular instrument is still going to buy. USD GBP USD is still buying. GBP USD is still buying. I actually see this particular trade recovering all these losses. I see it recovering all the losses. Do you understand? I see it recovering all the losses. So for GBP USD, we're still buying. So if you want to make money from it, now after the major news, so what are you now going to do? That is to recover every single loss we've had. Every single loss we've had, we're going to be recovering it. Do you understand? So I am going to be still be buying GBP JPY. Do you understand? And just a few minutes with Canadian dollar. With a few minutes on Canadian economy, I am still also going to be looking at a further sell on Canadian economy. Please don't buy USD card, but rather sell card. Do you understand? Look at it. You can actually enter your trade on USD card. You can enter your trade on USD card. So a sell on USD card, is very much advised. And my what is it called? The currency, currency directional index already is giving me already this sell trend. All right, so this is actually my super trend, and it tells you the overall trend of any particular instrument on any time frame that you're on. So it is giving me a sell. So for this particular instrument, you can still sell. USD card, you can sell, and you can actually sell at the current market price. Ride it all the way down. Ride it all the way down. Do you understand? You can ride it all the way down. So let's take a look at briefly on gold. Do you understand? Let's take a look at gold. USD card is on 5 minutes time frame. We're using 5 minutes time frame. We're using 5 minutes time frame. So every single time frame I looked at right now is given we're considering 5 minutes time frame. The only one I use 1 hour is USD JPY and Euro JPY. That is because I said is a trade confirmation that was established. So you can go ahead and enter it. And I said it's for long-term traders. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can actually go ahead and do that. You will make some really good money from it. All right. Now, the next one of them is, we can also take a look at dollar index just to be sure of the overall trend now. Dollar index is also trying, after the massive buy it had, it is losing some of those gains. So I still see dollar index still selling. And the sell on dollar index, I'm expecting it to, I mentioned an instant sell on dollar index, and I'm going to be stopping at price 101.166. 101.166. That is on 1 hour time frame. But on 5 minutes time frame, same thing. I'm also going to be going in for further sell. Please, I'm still going in for a further sell on dollar index, both on 1 hour and on 5 minutes. So for dollar index, we're still selling. So if that is the case, it means that the buy on Euro USD is justifiable, and then the buy on what's it called, GBP USD is also justifiable, and that also means that the sell on USD card is also justifiable. Now let's take a look at gold. Let's take a look at gold. Now, after this massive sell that we've just had, look at the massive sell we had on gold. Like, it was massive, it's massive. All right. Now, after this massive sell we had on gold, the next thing you should be considering is what we call a breakout. I will advise set up a breakout above here. You don't really need to consider much on this long call resistance above there and below here. Do you understand? Please, where this particular region, don't trade inside here. Don't trade inside here, but then trade above it. If it's able to break above 2014.44, buy. From 2014.44 and above, you are buying these instruments. You're buying these instruments. But then from 2005.19, that is 2005.19, You are selling. Do you understand? So set out a breakout on this instrument. Set a breakout on this instrument. Do you understand? Set a breakout on this instrument. So do you understand? Any? USD-JPY, I said there, USD-JPY is going in for a buy and is a long buy. Is a long buy. Is a long buy. All right. USD-JPY is a long buy. Do you understand? Is a long buy. And then, okay. So for this particular gold, we are considering a breakout. Don't just enter instantly. Don't I know it's selling now, but please don't enter instant execution because market is currently on a verified support and it's also been consolidating up above here. So go for a breakout. You can set up your pending up above there or down below here. If you don't want to use pending, then allow the market to have a breakout. But for gold on 5 minutes time frame, we're looking out for a breakout, and it's actually going to have this breakout even by at least when the 230 trade starts. You're going to be seeing that breakout. So for gold, we're going to be using breakout. All right. Now the market is even still pushing below, but please only use the breakout. Only use breakout. So now let's even consider using IPM and see where we have a justifiable point. Okay, great. Even at this point, please still don't end. Okay, great. Just in the next 1 minute, this candle is going to be closing. Please allow the candle to close first. So in the next 2 minutes, it's going to be closing. But I personally, with the way the market is now pushing down, with the way the market is pushing down right now, I'm actually going to be considering going into a sell because we already had even the breakout has already almost been established. But I will just advise you, allow this particular candle to close. If this candle closes below this verified support, then enter the trade and ride it along. All right, ride along on this particular trade, ride it and all the way down. That is if this particular candle closes bearish, all right, and below this resistance. Do you understand? All right, so let's take a look at US 100, US 30 rather. US 30 actually bounced off from this particular support, sorry, resistance. It's bouncing off from this particular resistance. If you check this point, you could see that there is a resistance that has already been established on this region, and it's already making a double top at that point. So I personally, these are points I'm going to be selling. So from this point on US 30, I am selling. All right, I am selling anywhere around inside this region. Now, one thing when I said I'm selling within this region, it means that I can decide to sell anywhere inside of this box. Anywhere inside of this box. And my stop loss is going to be at this verified resistance. All right, my stop loss is going to be at this verified resistance. That's going to be my stop loss. But all the way down here, so at least your risk to reward ratio is higher. So I'm going to, all these points are my profits down to this verified support. So I am selling US 100, I'm selling US 30. I am selling US 30. I'm selling US 30. All right, I'm selling US 30. Okay. So now let's look at because we just have about 5 minutes to the starting of the New York session. And also, okay, for this particular instrument, look at US 100. I think it's best for us to use IPM on this particular instrument because there is no any clear direction. So for us to have a better information on it, we should be able to use IPM. Now, looking at IPM, it's giving us more of a sell pattern. Look at IPM is giving us more of a sell pattern. Remember that we also sell that US 30, you should also consider selling. Even IPM is also giving us more of a sell pattern. So with that also, let's consider a breakout. Now look at this massive consolidation point. I wouldn't just want to dive into it. So I'm going to be looking out for a breakout. All right, breakout above or below this point. All right. Now you might be saying that it's below this particular resistance, but this resistance, remember, is as a result of all the action and inactions that happened within here. Do you understand? The resistance that is it's actually far. So I will use the resistance. The resistance is between here and here. So this is where the resistance is. So that is what I'm going to be using as my yardstick. So until it breaks above the second price right here, which is 13139.99 before I buy. So please don't buy yet, even though it's buying, but please don't buy. I repeat, don't buy US 100 for now. Allow it to break above the second line there, which is the top line I drew there, which is at price 13139.99. 0.99. That is the only time you start buying. Please, so on US 100, don't buy instantly. All right, wait for price to break above that point. And also for the sell, I would advise you to sell only if price goes below the proven, this particular support here. I know a lot of you are not seeing any support here, but there is a support. You've got one, you've got another one, and then you've got one. There's a support right in here, which is at price 13121.35. There is a support there. If it goes below that support, then you can now decide to sell. All right. I know you probably would have been wondering, why didn't you just set a pending order from here to this point? But now with this kind of trading that we are doing, I would definitely be considering entering a buy if you can comfortably break above this region. All right. But if it's going to go below here, I will sell it. But more information on gold with technical analysis showing me on US 100 rather, I am going to be considering more of a sell rather than a buy. All right. I'll be considering more of a sell rather than a buy. Okay. So now, finally, let's just take a look at a brief look at US 2000. And look at US 2000 is just a master of its own. It's just relaxing at this level. And currently, look at the massive buys we've been having. It's been a steady buy. It's been a steady buy on US 2000. But with what is going on here, the probability of US 2000 still buying is going to be higher. The probability of US 2000 still buying is high. Do you understand? The probability of US 2000 still buying is high. Okay. Now, that being said, it means that this part, so I personally, I would not want to enter any buy on it or already. Why? Because it's already showing overbought. This particular instrument is already overbought. So I personally, I'm going to be setting up a sell below this point. Do you understand? I'm going to be setting up a sell. Now, let's check it out on 1 hour. I think 1 hour should be able to give us a better justification on what the market is doing. Okay. On 1 hour time frame, I think US 2000 wants to get to this particular resistance. Okay. Now let's use that. Let's use that as a yardstick for. Okay, so I still see US 2000 still buying. Yeah, US 2000 will still buy, please. All right, I didn't check that on this thing. Please, US 2000 will still buy. US 2000 will still buy. And my take profit for the buy is at price 1757.9. 1757.9. So I am entering an instant buy on US 2000. I am buying on US 2000 and I'm taking my profit there. Do you understand? I'm taking my profit all the way there. So US 2000, I'm still going to be considering a further buy. But once it passes here, I'm not going to buy again. But if price finally gets to this point, if price gets to 175, okay, it's almost time. If price gets to 1750.5, I will sell it. All right, so let's just sit back and watch the market play out, and let's see what the effect is going to be. All right, so we're already on 230. You shouldn't be expecting a massive volatility because a lot of volatility already happened from the news that came out today. Okay, down this US 100. See what I told you. Okay, fine. I think I'm now actually going to be considering more of a buy on US 100 because with what is currently going on, it's still going to be pushing up a little bit. But please, like I said, only when it goes above this region, only when it goes above that region, that is our price 131.39. But I personally, I can enter a sell. All right, on US 100, please, you can actually enter a sell. Take your profit at this point. From that region where it is now, you can now decide to sell. All right, and more of a sell on US 100, please. You can now consider to enter a sell on US 100. Yeah, a sell on US 100 is very much advised. And then take your profit at this point. Now let's check US 30 and see what is currently going on US 30. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, please don't sell US 30 again. All right, don't also sell US 30. You can sell US 100, please. Like I said, your take profit should be at 13121.5. But US 30, don't sell it. The only time you should sell US 30 is on the next verified resistance. So US 30 is heading to the next verified resistance at price. So you can buy US30 at market price, take your profit at the next resistance at price 33557. 33557. All right. 33557 for US30. Take profit for buy. For US100, I still okay. Okay. Also for that buy on US100, if you had closed your trade on US100, I think you should also buy US100. And I believe you already bought US2000 that was going on. So let's take a look at gold and see what we've got on gold. Okay, I said if it comfortably closes below here, and good enough, it didn't close below this particular region. So now a buy also on gold is advised. Now, if I am buying on gold, I am going to be taking my profit before the turncoat support, which is at this price level. So I am also going to be buying on gold, and I'm going to be taking my profit at 2015.09, 2015.09. 2015.09. Now, all the instruments are actually recovering from this from the massive buy they had on massive sell they had on US. Okay, great. And now for US 2000, it has gotten to the take profit. So it is time for you to now start considering closing up your trade on US 2000. For US 100, it is still going to go up. US 100 is still buying. So follow the buy on US 100. Follow the buy on US 100 to the next support. If you want to check the next support, you can actually go to 1 hour time frame and check the next support there. Sorry, resistance rather, which is at price 13168, 13168.60. That is where it is headed to. So set your take profit at that level. And for this particular one, it has gotten to that verified resistance I told you, which is 33557. So if you actually on a sell on this one and you made loss on it, I think this buy from this point to the take profit would have covered that off for you. It should have covered that off for you for US30. And at this point now, I don't think it is advisable for you to keep on buying US30. All right. So let's stay same as gold. Gold is still heading to 2015.09, like I said. So just a further clear on this particular instrument. I said this is the take profit for this trader, right? I said this is the take profit. So you're going to be seeing more of a reversal. So for Euro USD, the take profit is at price 1.10048. Like I said initially, it's still going to be a buy going forward. Now I said for USD JPY, I said USD JPY is going in for a buy. I said USD JPY is a buy and Euro JPY is a buy. I already told you the reason. Both of them are going in for buy. USD JPY is buying, Euro JPY is buying. And I said that GBP USD also is also selling. I remember that I told you, I said if it gets to that point, you're going to be seeing a massive recovery from that trade. I said you're going to be getting a massive recovery from that trade. And I hope you've been able to recover most of the sell. And which is, I think also on US card, let's take a look at US card. Okay, great. I also said US card was also going to be a sell. And I believe as at the time I said that it was somewhere around here and all this thing was actually the sell. I believe you're able to make some good profit on that. All right. So, and I also mentioned that dollar index will still fall to this level. So, but dollar index is still going to fall. So looking at this buy you're seeing on dollar index, please don't take it up. It is still going to fall. All right. Dollar index is still going to fall. And that is the reason why gold, US30 and US100 are currently doing what they are doing. All right. So, and I believe you've been able to make also profit from US 2000. All right. So, so do you have any further question on this particular instrument? Because it's already, so if for those of you that trade on corn and agro commodities, I believe you should have been able to make some good profit from it. I believe you should have been able to make some good profit from it. All right. Corn actually had a gap up, so I expect this gap to be recovered. So we're looking at a kind of a recovery on this particular gap that happened on corn, but corn is not our area of interest for today. All right. So all these instruments I said, or these US30 and US100, please stop buying them now. It is time to stop buying them. If you're still buying them, stop buying them because you're going to be having a retracement soon. Retracement is going to be coming pretty soon. In fact, a retracement is already in the air. All right. Retracement is already in the air. So All right, so that should be that for today. Some of you have been asking EuroCAD. I think I would have to choose to ignore that question. And okay, I think I was able to do that. We don't do con this, and I didn't mention the con because of you asked me, because I just mentioned it just to be sure of that. Okay. Euro USD is going to be buying, and then the take profit is at that point. I think I already gave you the take profit for Euro USD. So USD JPY, you already know the trend. GBP JPY, you can also decide to buy GBP JPY, by the way. But Euro JPY and USD JPY, you're buying them, and it's a long buy. Don't just buy and close. It's going to be a long buy. And USD CAD should have made profit. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today again. I said on indices, please can now stop buying on them. You can stop buying now. Consider entering more of a sell positions going forward. Okay, so I think that should be all that for today. So let me just see if there are some questions I'm going to be taking from this what about gold? We already talked about gold. Can I still buy gold? I told you that gold, I already gave you the point that you should buy to and where you should be taking your profit from. Yes, you can still go ahead with the buy. All right, can I still buy gold? Yes. Euro is selling. Well, it's possible that we're using the different charts. How about GBP USD? I already analyzed that. GBP USD. Okay. All right, so most of the questions are already something I've already answered. USD JPY, just keep buying USD JPY. USD JPY, yeah, buy. Euro JPY, you can buy. Just buy and leave them. Just set your take profit and then set those stop losses I gave you, and then just forget about the trade. At least by next week, you can now compare placing up the trade. All right, thank you very much for attending today's meeting. Somebody saying CPI. Which of the CPI are you talking about? Is it the CPI that is already passed, or the one that's going to be coming up next month? If it's the next month CPI, all right, go check the calendar. But if it's this month CPI, it's already passed because it came out by 1:30. Till Monday. Thank you very much.